Hello, Stephen Tanzi here, and I'm going to be talking to you about Wingspan today. Now, Wingspan is a board game, but also in this case, I'll be playing the video game version of it. And it's a game about birds, which younger me would be like, why the heck would anyone play a game like this? But older me is like, wow, birds. And so, yeah, I'm just going to go over what this is. This is for our duck contest. So, my goal is going to be to find a duck in this game. And we're going to ignore the fact that I need a haircut. All right, so now that we're in the game, I can go over kind of what you can do. So there's 4 rounds in this game. Each round has a set number of turns that gets shorter and shorter. At the end of each round, there's a goal, which are listed up here. And if I moused over without this screen here, it would tell me what each thing is. So this one is like birds in field habitat, or total birds, for example. If you can play with a multiple number of people. So if you're in first place, you get extra points if you complete these goals, or first through third place, you get extra points if you do these goals. If not, you don't lose any points. You just miss out on them. So let me go into how this game is played. So this is how the game starts. You can choose 5 things between food and birds. On the bird cards, this is the habitat they can be played into. This is their food cost. So this means worm or wheat, and this would be 2 worms. This is how many points they're worth. This is the type of nest they lay in, which, for example, comes in here for a goal where it says eggs in that type of nest. Wingspan size, which comes in with some bird effects. It'll be like, oh, if a bird is under this, get points. And then powers, if the bird has them. Some don't, and some are only once, and some are every time the card is activated, which I'll go into in a moment. So let's see. I want. I'm gonna want wheat birds, or plain birds that go in the plain, and birds that go in the forest. Forest is just good in general, and I'll go why in a moment. But I really don't like this starting hand at all. But we'll try it. And then I'm gonna want probably a worm and a wheat. So 5 things total. Next, choose a bonus card. Now this is a secret card that you get more bonus points if you complete it. If not, again you don't lose anything. Um, uh, Again, I really don't like either of these things for my starting hand. Oh, maybe the Bell's Vero. That's really. I guess I'll go this. Why not? I guess. Okay, so now we're in the game. In the forest, you can get food from the bird feeder. Now, the food is listed here. They're all the different symbols. This over here is how many turns are left in this round. And this is the amount of food you have as well as the amount of eggs you've laid. Now, to play a bird in here, you just need the food cost, right? So the game is telling me, hey, you can play this woodpecker right here because I have either a worm or a wheat. I happen to have both. So we can play the card there. In this section is where you get food, like I said. So, say I didn't want to play it. I was like, oh, I just want food. You can do 1 thing per turn. So, say I was like, no, I don't want to play it. I want food. You click here, and then you gain 1 food die. As you play birds in the category, your abilities level up. So, if I were to play this card here, my turn would end. Then, next turn, I'd be able to use this bonus ability here, which is a dice, and if I trade in a bird, I get a second dice. Now, up here is the egg cost. So, first bird in each category is free. More birds cost eggs, which, makes sense. And How do you get eggs? Well, you come over here and you can lay eggs. You have to have birds played to be able to lay eggs because each bird at the bottom here lists how many eggs it can hold. Right now, I don't have any birds, so this zone would be pretty useless for me right now. And finally, down here in the water zone, you can get new birds. The birds are listed here. Yeah, that's it, basically. And so this game is a balance between getting the food you need, playing the birds you want, and having eggs to then lay the birds type thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to play this guy first because yeah, it's I always like getting the forest first because getting 2 food per turn is way nicer than just one. So we'll do that. Yes. So I hope you could hear that, but every time you play a bird, it actually gives you information about the bird. And if you right click, you can actually read the trivia yourself. So now let's see. I have a 1 worm. These guys take at least 2 worms. So now we're going to be able to see what happens with when activated. So this card's played here, and I'm like, all right, I want a food. I'm going to say I want a worm because these guys take a lot of worms. Now, after you use an ability, it then activates the cards in, I guess, reverse order. So from right to left. So this bird's effect, when activated, gain 1 wheat from the bird feeder, which is over here, if available, which shows here. And you can cash it on this card. So every cached item on a bird gives you 1 point at the end of the game. Taking it to my hand helps me now because I can help me play more birds. I think honestly I'm going to take it just because I want to get these 2 out. And yeah. One thing I also like about this game is the background music is just absolutely gorgeous. It's such a peaceful game to just relax to. Um, I want to get this guy because yeah, okay. So I want to get this guy because I have bonus points if I get birds with that power. So why not? Take it up. And now it is the other person's turn. Here we go. Oh, cool. So they have an effect where all players gain a cherry. So they used it, which means I, get a cherry now. Right. So now I need to lay eggs if I want to do this. So we'll go here. Ooh, come on, game. Eggs. There we go. So you click eggs, then ask what bird you want them on. This one. And here we go. Eggs are worth 1 point at the end of the game, each. So when there's only one die left, or it's multiples of the same die, you can choose to re-roll. I kind of want the worm, so I'm going to be fine with that. Now I can play a bird here because I have an egg to use. So I want, I guess, this guy because he costs the most and I have it. And, or maybe I want to, no, I want to use him here. So then it asks, what food do you want? Yep. And it says, choose an egg. So we get rid of this egg. And now we have another bird. So now I'm going to cash it because I don't have a need for the food right now. And I get 2 dice, which I'm pretty happy with. So I'm just going to cash it on the bird for the bonus points later. Okay. So I have one turn left in this round, which means these points are going to be calculated soon. If you ever click up here, you can see how you're doing in all the different categories. So right now I'm tied with this guy. And for round 2 as well. Um, oh, that's the other cool thing about this game. You can always click over to see what this other person has done. I think I'm going to play this. Now, you might be saying, Steve, you don't have 2 worms. That's right. But you can trade in 2 of the same resource as an anything. So in this case, the 2 cherries count as a bonus worm. And I can play the bird. And I have to spend an egg. Cool. End of first round, and I got the bonus points. Now it's my turn. You switch who goes first between rounds. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to get another bird. I'll grab this willet. It's not, quite a duck, but it's pretty close to a duck. Or, well, it looks like a duck to me a little bit. Oof. I don't like that. Okay, never mind. So we're going to go back. Alright, so I need food. Right now, it doesn't really matter. I guess eggs and forest, so I should kind of prioritize that a little bit. Uh, I guess I have these nests too, which is the next round, so I can kind of focus on that. But okay, next. So this is this bird's power. Any of the eagles or hawks kind of have this power where you look at a card from the deck. If it's less than 75 centimeters, in this case, tuck it behind this card. So it's as if the bird, ate the other bird. 36 centimeters. There we go. Now I'm going to play the barn owl over here. And got to get rid of an egg. Oh. Oh, okay. Ravens are amazing in this game. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Oh, yes. We have a duck. I don't even care what else we get. Chickadee, sure. Oh. Oh man, the game tempts me so. Okay, I'm gonna play the duck because that's what we're going for. Let's see what the information is. That's pretty interesting. All right, now let's see here. What do I want to do? I want to get this crow out to show you guys why crows are amazing. But we need, I think, more eggs and more food. So what? Two anything and a. Okay, well we have two of these, so we honestly just need a rat. So let's re-roll, and there we are. Oh, I get two things. Wheat. Wheat seems useful, and we're gonna cash it. Okay, let me get this raven out. Okay, so the reason why ravens and crows are the reason ravens and crows are so amazing is because they all have this power where you can discard an egg from any of your birds and gain two food from the supply. So if you play this in your uh, plains region, you get, well, in this case, three eggs. You're getting at least two eggs at the minimum. You discard one of those eggs and you get two food. So it basically negates your need to ever go to the bird feeder, especially because from the supply means any food you want. So right now, though, I'm going to lay some eggs. This symbol here means I could get rid of a food to lay another egg. So let's go. We want them in these nests right now. Well, I guess that's all I have, huh? Yeah. Oh, wait. This duck. Oh my god, the duck has so much. Oh, okay. We have to. Okay, if we want food, which. Oh, this is. Oh, I have one turn left after this. Okay. So we'll. I do want food. So we'll get rid of one egg. And we get two from the supply. Let's get worms. Sure. Let's see. Do we get one? Nope. This bird's too big. Okay. Last round. I'm going to use this to get another egg. One here. And the rest just on this duck key. Now, usually this is a balancing thing where sometimes ducks or birds that aren't worth much do have a lot of egg slots, so they're potentially worth a lot. And we have to discard an egg. No, actually, I'm going to skip it this turn. So I'm just going to say skip. It's going to say, do you want to skip this? Yes, I do. Let's see. Oh. Sure. Kind of like the bluebird. They're kind of back in season around here. Okay, so I think my goal is to lay eggs and get this guy out, which should be pretty simple. These are great cards that just have so many egg slots. One thing too about this game, which is cool, is if you're ever curious about your score, you can click up here and it tells you your total score down here and how you're getting those points. So we're going to play this guy. Yep. And we're going to use an egg. Yep. These last rounds go so fast. But okay, let's do this. Use the thing. Yep. Wait. I didn't mean to skip that. I was just in my own little world. These last rounds go super fast, and here we go. Yep, there we go. I won. And I like this little animation at the end that shows you, compares your points to the other. There we go. And I won with 89 points. That is Wingspan. I hope you can enjoy it. It's a great video game. I'm sure the board game also is amazing. And yeah, yeah, happy Duck Stamp Day, I guess. Have a good one.